we know that these microbes in our gastrointestinal tract can synthesize vitamin K. We know that now that they can synthesize all the B vitamins. What other vitamins might they be capable of producing that maybe we just haven't discovered yet? Okay, so it's an arrogance to read the nutrition literature and have them say the gastrointestinal microbes can only produce vitamin K and the B vitamins, right? That's an arrogance and a closed-minded perception. We don't know what else they can produce at this time, but just 20 or like 30 years ago, we didn't even know that they could do all the B vitamins, and now we know they can. Okay, so what else could they actually produce? So some people might be thinking, well, it doesn't actually really matter because we get the vitamins from foods and we can get them from supplements. But here's the thing. Even though we have a seemingly abundant food supply, the stats show that Americans in general are not meeting their nutrient intake requirements from food. Okay, 80% of people consume a diet that's deficient in vitamins and minerals. 80% of them. And that's, like you said, that's like looking at the nutrients within the foods. Okay, if you just look at the nutrients within the foods, the National Research Council has said that a staggering 80% of people consume a diet deficient in vitamins. Okay, if you break that down, about 84% of people fall short in vitamin E, 45 fall short in vitamin A, 46 fall short in vitamin C. And in clinical practice, Joel, I'm telling you, in clinical practice, we're seeing all the time people show up with nutrient deficiencies. And I'm not talking about using the Western tests. We've talked about the Western medicine test for micronutrient deficiencies. Those take a snapshot of your blood, like a snapshot in time. Those are not accurate tests. I'm talking about when you use the right test, the functional test for nutrient deficiencies. You see people show up 5, 6, 7, 8 nutrient deficiencies, micronutrient deficiency diseases. And these are people that are eating, these whole food diets and presumably doing everything right? But they're showing up with these diseases. And so, they're showing up with micronutrient deficiencies, and they're presenting with symptoms. Okay, so my thought was, okay, clearly we know that these micronutrient inadequacies lead to things like fatigue, weakened immune system, and they increase your risk for chronic diseases like cancer and diabetes. And gone unchecked over time, they can develop into those chronic and autoimmune diseases. Okay, so I thought, what if these deficiencies and subsequent diseases partly arise because we're losing the internal vitamin factories, right? So we know that the microbiome in our gastrointestinal tracts have been decreasing in both the number of microbes and the type or diversity of microbes, right? We know that. This has been documented in numerous scientific journals and medical journals. And this is attributed to many things, like we've discussed, our modern lifestyle with the processed foods, overuse of antibiotics, chronic stress, you name it. All of these things contribute to decreasing your diversity of your microbes. So could that decrease resiliency in your microbiome? Could that be why we're seeing more nutrient deficiencies and subsequently more chronic and autoimmune diseases? I'm not saying it accounts for all of them. I'm saying this could be part of the equation. Okay. If you'd like to hear more, check out our Beyond Labels podcast. The link is in the description.